Hello and welcome to the Marvel March Madness Mania Bracket Challenge. Now, I am your host, Alex Brewer, on this very special edition. I know we're kind of a little bit early here, but I am super excited to reveal the 68 teams that are going to be in the bracket. So what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of give you a rundown on what's going on here. So basically what it is basically there are four regions. It's kind of like the March Madness NBA format. With our regions, we've got the hero, we got the outer space region, we got the Earth-based region, we have the women region, and we got the machine region. So we will be revealing that as well for you. Hopefully, we are basically waiting on. We are basically waiting on, not really waiting on, but one of our bracketology people that will be also joining us as well. So I'm going to break this down in a little thing. So I know it's each team advances. So how is this going to work is that we're going to do a poll. So we're doing a poll off of my social media page, Marvel Underground, my Facebook page, my Instagram, my personal Instagram page, and my Marvel Underground Instagram page as well. So if you guys are not friends or anything with the Marvel Underground Instagram and or on the Facebook, it's just Marvel Underground and that's it. So I guess we'll just sit here and not really sit here and wait, but we can get going, and we will reveal the first set of brackets. So let's get to it on that one. Let me pull up my little bracket here. I know everyone is super duper excited to see what is going on. So let's further ado. Let's get to the first round of the bracket. Let me pull it up here. Excited for to reveal 60 teams that are in the bracket. So what we're going to do is going to give you a lowdown on. Okay, so so I have the bracket up. I got everything going. So let's get to it, shall we? So we are going to start in the machine bracket. Yes, the machine bracket will be the first bracket we will be breaking down. We are super excited for this. So let's get to it with the number one seed in the bracket. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to create these clips that I'm trying to understand how to do. So just bear with me here. Okay, so our number one seed in the whatever bracket it is. Sorry, the machine bracket. Sorry, is MODOK. Yes, MODOK is the number one seed in this one. A lot of people are kind of wondering why MODOK would be number one. In our selection committee, everything is all fair game and going from there. What was that noise for? That was weird. So anyway, so our number two seed in the machine region is Vision. Now everyone knows Vision. The AI that was created by Ultron. give you a little bit of a background. Um, and I think personally, I think Vision does fit into the second in this second seed role because he's he's somewhat powerful more than Ultron and kind of just excited about what's going or and kind of realizing uh I guess life as you know it and figuring out what's going on. I don't know. There's a lot of story behind Vision, but I'll go from there. All right, so our third seed. I know this is kind of a little bit of controversy going on. A little controversy. You guys are probably thinking, but the third seed is Ultron. Yes, you're probably wondering, Alex, why is Ultron the third seed, not a two seed or a one seed? Well, I just kind of ranked them as I want to say most powerful, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you do have Modoc in the as most powerful, um, and then you have so you have Vision uh, and what's and go and kind of going from there with Ultron and Vision. So those are, and then the fourth seed. We'll do the fourth seed. Fourth seed is Annihilus. Now, Annihilus, if people don't know the backstory of Annihilus, he's from the gravity zone. He has a bunch of I guess you can say machine termites or whatever it is, and whatever. He's one of the villains of Hulk. So it's an interesting machine thing. Okay, so we have our four seeded team, our four characters that are in the seedings, and we are going to continue with our fifth seed, our first character in it, and that is where do we have? Oh, we have Beetle. Now, Beetle is kind of controversy on that one too. A lot of people are probably, you guys are probably thinking, why Beetle? Why is he part of the machine? Whereas he's also a hero too as well. So the way that I kind of looked at it is anyone who is kind of somewhat part machine too as well. So Iron Man does not qualify for this region. Which everyone's like, oh, Iron Man is machine. No, he's not. He's not a machine. So as we keep going into the bracketology here, our sixth seed is Cable. Yes, Cable makes more sense in this. He's actually one of the time travelers that go back in time and try to set reality back or whatever time. I don't know what you want to say about Cable, but I think Cable is one character that is just perfect for this, as perfect for this machine bracket. So our 7 seed, we have the Destroyer. Obviously, everyone knows the Destroyer. It's an Asgardian. I want to say not Billy Bounty Hunter, but like an Asgardian, like I guess security guard. I guess you can say. So yes, that does qualify in this one, and all that fun stuff. But besides the fact, here's our 8th seed. Our 8th seed is Galactus. Now, this is a curveball. Now, everyone thinks of when I say Galactus, it's probably Galactus, but really it is not. So Galactus is basically a machine army that goes and not really devours planets, but take over planets and destroy planets. Whereas Galactus, on the other hand, devours planets. So that is our 8th seed. As they are taking on our 9th seed here, Garrison Kane. Not really much about Garrison Kane. Just basically he's kind of like a cable thing, but he was half. He becomes a I don't know what you can say, a machine or whatever you want to call it. Then we have our 10th seed. Where's our 10th seed? who will be taking on Destroyer is Dark Hawk. Dark Hawk is a very, very interesting character. Yes, it is a outside. It's no one knows. I'm sure no one knows about this character of Dark Hawk, but I am very too excited that he made it into the bracket because I like to throw oddballs into the bracketology and going from there because you got to have some upsets, you got to have some random things going on, you have to do all that crazy stuff. Then what do we have here? Our 11th seed is funny. It's Galactus. Galactus is in the machine region. People are wondering, well, he shouldn't qualify for the outer space region. So yes and no on that part. Yes, because he's a human or a celestial, and yes, he uses a machine to devour planets. So basically, I basically raised that he devours planets by his machine and going from there. So he will be taking on Cable in our 6 and 11 matchup. Our 12 matchup is our first playing game. Yes, folks, there will be playing games in this one. So our first playing game of the bracket is Jarhead and Dr. Sun. Now, you guys don't maybe think Jarhead is actually like a Marine kind of like a military saying. It's really not. Well, at least in the Marvel context of things, it really is just a jar with a head inside of it, and it's like a machine. So that's pretty much it. Dr. Sun is this kind of Dr. Sun. I don't know. There's not much to it. I don't know what else I could say to that one. So that's our 11th, our 12th seed matchup for our playing round. Our 13 is Herbie. Yes, our wonderful alien, not really alien, but robot Herbie, just an all-around good guy. He's a cool dude, So that is our 4 and 13 seed matchup, Annihilus versus Herbie. So that's going to be very, very interesting to see on that one. So our 14th seed is Deathlock. Now, if you don't know who Deathlock is kind of an experiment. I don't want to say gone wrong, but an experiment that makes them a half human, half machine, and it was some kind of part of a project that he I guess was offered because he got blown up in an explosion or whatever it was. So I think it was a centipede project. He is, or I guess you could say was in Agents of Shield. If you have not watched that, it's basically he's been in and out of the seasons. Really good, by the way. And then our 15th seed in the machine bracket is Deathhead. Yes, guys, this whole bracket is going to be just a throw, curveball left and right. It's basically just random, not really random, but some people you know. So Deathhead is basically like like some kind of weird machine dude that just like, oh, hey, yeah, let's go kill people. Ooh. Okay, yeah, no. Anyway, so Deathhead is our 15th seed, and then our 16th seed that wraps up everything. I think this is a pretty funny one. It's an oddball one, but Box. Yes, Box. Now, Box is just a big old machine box, that thinks he's awesome in different ways and going from there, because he's Box. So he will be taking on MODOK. So let's recap. Let's go through the brackets again. Let's go and go through on who you guys think will prevail in the machine bracket. So in our 1 versus 16 seed, we have Modoc taking on Box. Our 8 and 9 matchup, we have Galactus taking on Garrison Kane. And then our 5th and 12 matchup, Beetle will be taking on either Dr. Sun or Jarhead in the first round in the round of 64. In our 4 and 13 matchup, we have Annihilus versus Herbie. In our 6 and 11 matchup, we have Cable taking on Galactus. And then our 3rd and 14th seed, we have Deathlock taking on Ultron. Our 7th and 10 matchup, we have Destroyer taking on Darkhawk. And our 2 and 15 seed, we have Vision taking on Deathhead. So those are your machine brackets for you guys. So now let's get into the next set of brackets. We have the women bracket. So I want to say this for a fact. This women bracket is pretty tough and pretty hard to I don't know to pick out who the best 16 are. I will say there are 2 playing games on this bracket because personally I think this is more hard than anything because just there's a lot of women heroes that we need to recognize, and the things that the women that pop into my head qualify. So let's get to it. Our number 1 seed in this one is obviously Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is our number 1 seed in here, followed by our number 2 seed is Black Widow, and then our 3rd seed is Wanda, and then our 4th seed is Gamora. Now, we will figure out who will be playing these top 4 top seeded teams in the women bracket. So let's get to the rest of the women's bracket. By the 5th seed in here, the fifth seed is Nebula, Gamora's sister. Yes, Gamora, you're like, well, wouldn't she qualify as the machine? Because she's part machine too, because of Thanos. But no. So yes and no on that one. I put Gamora on there as a 5th seed because I know what she's capable of, and I think it'll be really good to see who pulls out in this one, and going to see if Nebula can pull out and see if she can face Gamora in round 2. So the 6th seed in this one is Proxima Midnight. Obvious choice because she is in the Children of Thanos, and she's a perfect qualification for this. She's just a BA. She's BA on this one. Our 7th seed is the Wasp. No question on that one. I think this is more perfect for that. Our 8th seed is the Enchantress. If you don't know who Enchantress is, she's an Asgardian that kind of manipulates people. Going from there. Our 9th seed is Helena. Yes, Thor's and Loki's sister has made it onto this bracket because she's a daughter of Odin, and she's I guess she's kind of like Death, or the angel of death in the MCU or whatever. And then our 10th seed is our first of two playing games, as we have Storm taking on Jean Grey. Now we have two X-Men facing each other in this one, and I think this might be a really good matchup because both of these two have very special powers, and the winner of this game will be playing Wasp in the round of 64. Our 11th seed is She-Hulk. Now, the way that they're portraying her is that she originally is the cousin of Bruce Banner, but I think now they're portraying her as an experiment gone wrong again. I don't know. So our 12th seed is Mystique, another X-Men that made it into the into the bracket. I think this is a good choice on this one that came up, and I don't know. It's going to be a really tough. I think whoever plays Mystique is a really tough matchup. Our 13th seed is Shuri. I want to say the new queen of Wakanda. Will be the new queen of Wakanda. But other than that, I think this will be perfect because she's very smart, young individual, and will help and kind of designs all these products for the Black Panther, and going from there. So our 14 seed is our second and final playing game of this bracket. We have Agatha Harkness taking on the Bride of Nine Spiders. Now, obviously, you guys know Agatha Harkness was in WandaVision, debuted in WandaVision. So we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see an Agatha and Wanda rematch in the brackets. And then the Bride of Nine Spiders in Spider-Man universe. She's the bride of all spiders, I guess you can say. So this is going to be another tough matchup, but you guys get to decide who will win this matchup. Our 15th seed is Viper. Yes, Viper is part of the Serpent Society, and I think she would be a perfect fit for it. And then our 16 seed is Ms. Marvel, new up and coming hero that will be debuting on Disney Plus here next couple years. So I think this will get her name out there to get more exposure for that. So let's do a recap of the women bracket. So the women bracket goes as follows. The 1 and 16 seed is Captain Marvel versus Ms. Marvel. The 8 and 9 matchup is Enchantress versus Helena. Our 5 and 12 matchup is between Nebula and Mystique. Our 4 and 13 matchup is Gamora and Shuri. Our 6th and 12th, our 11th matchup is Proxima Midnight and She-Hulk. On our 3rd and 14, Wanda will be playing the winner of our playing game of Agatha the Harkness versus the Bride of Nine Spiders. Our 7 and 10 matchup, the Wasp will be playing the winner of Storm and Jean Grey. And then our last matchup to end the women bracket is number 2 and 15, Black Widow and the Viper. I'll say that these two have fought in the past. Obviously, Black Widow pulls off and wins, but you guys decide on who will win these matchups, who will win this bracket, because I think this bracket is stacked. I know our other brackets are also stacked too, but I think this is more of a stacked bracket more than anything. So you guys decide, you guys comment, you guys whatever you guys do, to see who you guys think is going to come out in the women's bracket, and stuff like that. So make sure you guys participate, because I want you guys to participate in this to see who will be your final four, who will win each team, each bracket, and then going from there. So we are now about to reveal the Earth region. Yes, I know I'm kind of going pretty quick here, guys. I'm just trying to get everything all done simple. Plus, we will be revealing the outer space region once our special guest joins the call, hopefully very soon. So, speaking of that, we will be breaking down the earthbound brackets, and starting off with our number one seed is the Hulk. Hulk is the most powerful of the heroes, I think. Every time he gets angrier, he gets stronger. It's the strongest Avenger. Our second seed is Doctor Doom. Who would have thought Doctor Doom would make it in the top, or made it into a second seed? That's kind of cool in my part. And then our third seed is Magneto. Yes, Magneto is number 3 seed. Obviously, know who Magneto is. Everyone knows who Doctor Doom is. Our fourth seed is Wolverine. Wow, we have having a lot of X-Men in this bracket so far. So those are the 4 teams that are seeded, and going from there. I'm very excited to even announce these seeds, because this Earthbound is going to be another stacked division, the major stack or region, I guess you can say. Other than that, here is the 5th seed. The 5th seed is Doctor Strange. The 6th seed is Captain America. The 7th seed is Iron Man. The 8th seed is Spider-Man. The 9th seed is Kingpin. Our 10th seed is Black Panther. Our 11th seed is Green Goblin. Our 12th seed is Cyclops. Our 13th seed is Mr. Fantastic. Our 14th seed is Daredevil. Our 15th seed is Punisher. And our 16th seed is Red Skull. Now, there's no playing game. There's no games that are being played in this region. According to my source, who picked these this bracket, he said this is basically one of the easiest brackets that he can rearrange and basically arrange and pick. There's no need for a playing game for these. These are going to be all set in stone, but this is going to be one of the stacked brackets in this in here. So that's another awesome thing. We are going to reveal our last and final brackets here, our bracket division here, very, very, very soon. But in the Earthbound Hero division, who do you guys think will come in and not only come in, but who will come out victorious in the hero region, and going from there? So, but other than that, we are just waiting on our guest, that will reveal his outer space region, because he's making a very special appearance on here, and going from there. But I will recap the Earthbound Hero bracket, and it goes as follows. It goes as follows. Sorry, I got too many screens up. So we have Hulk, the 1 and 16 seed. We have Hulk taking on Red Skull. We have the 8 and 9 matchup. We have the Spider-Man taking on Kingpin. Our 5 and 12 matchup, we have Doctor Strange and Cyclops. We have our 4th seed. We got Wolverine taking on Mr. Fantastic. Our 6 and 11 matchup, we have Captain America taking on the Green Goblin. Our 3 and 14 matchup is Magneto taking on Daredevil. Our 7 and 10 matchup, we have Iron Man taking on the Black Panther, and Doctor Doom taking on Punisher in our 2 and 5 matchup. So I don't know if I even revealed the other ones. I don't remember, but if I didn't reveal those, I'm very, very sorry if I did or not. But I just heard that reveal right there in the matchup wise. So again, whoever you think will win the hero region, write it down, put it down in the comments. It's going to be an awesome bracket. This is more like a stacked bracket compared, I guess, the women bracket and the hero bracket are going to be more stacked than ever. So it's going to be kind of hard to vote. So let me give you guys a little bit another rundown for those who either have joined us early or late, and or just tuning in right now. So we will be starting our first four. Our first four will be starting Tuesday and Wednesday, Tuesday and Wednesday of this coming week. So in order to look at these first four, I call it, and the NCAA calls it. It'll be more a vote, a voting, a vote of who is superior and who has the most votes. So in order to cast your vote, you have to go onto social media, Facebook, Marvel Underground, Instagram, Marvel Underground. If anyone that knows me personally has my Facebook, I will be also sharing the poll as well. So whoever personally knows me can vote as well too. We at the end of each day, at the end of the day, I will take a look at who has the most votes, and then they will advance to the round of 64. So that'll be happening. We'll have it on my Instagram, or on the Instagram page, Marvel Underground. If you have not followed it now. And then also my Instagram social page too as well. So you guys have many, many times to vote. I will say the voting will begin around 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and that for the first two, for every day, will be 12 o'clock every day, depending on, no, actually not depending on, but 12 o'clock every day will be polls for each of the brackets, and it's going from there. I know it's so the first. So I'll say the first four will begin on Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's the 16th and 17th. Then the round of 64 will begin on the 18th and 19th. So that's the Thursday and Friday. Second round will be Saturday and Sunday. Okay. And then we will wait a week, get it all good together. And then it'll be the third round, more like the regional finals. Will be the I'm looking at here the 26th through or the 25th through 26th, and then the regional finals, this national semifinals will begin the 27th and 28th, and then the final four will be on the final four will be on the weekend of hold on, I have my calendar up here. Of the 3rd and 4th, where the championship game will be on the 5th. So those are the tentative schedules, or the schedule of when we will be doing that. So we will be awaiting very shortly on our special guest. So we'll be right back. We'll pause for a little bit. So take a breather, take a breath. I know this is all coming in at you all at once, and we'll be back with our special guest. All right, and we are, hold on. And we are back. Sorry for the late delay. So our special guest will not be joining us today due to somehow Zoom not letting him come in. So I will be revealing his brackets as well. So who is ready for the outer space region? Because I know I am. Are you guys excited for the outer space region? Okay, so who is excited for the number 1 seed? I'm going to get a little drum roll, and it is... Everyone knows it is Thor. Odin's son will be the number 1 seed in this bracket. And following along, number 2 is Thanos. So yes, Thor and Thanos are 1 and 2 seed. Number 3 seed is our wonderful Groot. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that it is awesome. Corresponding to our guest was supposed to be here but couldn't make it. And then our 4th seed is Stan Lee the Barber. Yes, Stan Lee the Barber made it onto the brackets. As you don't know who Stan Lee the Barber is, watch Thor Ragnarok, because he had the awesomest, best cameo ever. All right, so our 5th seed is our wonderful Silver Surfer, who is awesome at times. Not only at times, but he was the herald of Galactus for a while. Now he's on his own and is awesome. Right around awesome. Our 6th seed is Black Bolt. Now, this was kind of not really a controversy, but I know Inhumans are also in the hero base, but in this point of view, we are counting the moon, because there is a moon base for the Inhumans. So he is part of the part of the outer space region. Our 7th seed is where is our wonderful? Oh, our 7th seed. Where is our 7th? Oh, it's Mistress. I'll say Death. Mistress Death. Now, if you guys don't know who Mistress Death is in the real comics, she is the love interest to Thanos, and that's why Thanos went off the rails and wanted to destroy half the universe, because of his image, and wanted to oppress her. Yes. Our 8th seed is Mavel. Now, Mavel is the predecessor of Captain Marvel. Was the I guess you could say Star Wars terms, the Jedi Master of um, of Captain Marvel. Our 9 seed is Adam Warlock. If you don't know who Adam Warlock's origin is from, he was originally in the Soul Stone, and then comes back, gets resurrected, and then saves the day from Realm. That's in the comic books. Okay, whatever. Warlock is not in the MCU just yet. They mentioned him in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but we are. He's on the bracket. He made it onto the bracket. Our 10th seed is our wonderful Cosmo the dog. Yes, everyone loves Cosmo the dog. Yes, it is so awesome that Cosmo made it. So yes. So our 11th seed is Carnage. Yes, it's the symbiote Carnage. Yes, our wonderful Carnage. Yes, so Carnage basically is the offspring of Venom and I guess Spider-Man. They're it's Venom. Offspring of Venom symbiote. I think it's like an experiment gone wrong again. A lot of experimental issues going on here. So then we go to our 12th seed is the Living Tribunal. Now, they do have a lot of impact on the MCU and the Marvel Comics. We will probably be seeing them in the internals, or at least a mention of them in the comics. And going from there, our 13th seed is our wonderful God of Mischief, Loki. Yes, Loki. He is very devious. He is very schemious. He is very, I don't want to say bashful, but we are very excited that actually he is in this bracket, in the bracket. So, which obviously everyone knows that he will make it on this bracket sooner or later, depending on what seed he is going to be. Very low for him, but you know what? I didn't get the brackets. The special guest was supposed to be here. I'll say Adam. Had him on there for a reason. Wish we would have had information why, but yes. So our 14th is Scourge the Executioner. Scourge made his movie debut in the Ragnarok. We will be seeing more of Scourge, I hope. I know they killed him off, but hopefully we'll see him again in the afterlife, and we'll see Enchantress 2 as well. Our 15th seed is Beta Ray Bill. Now, Beta Ray Bill had been teased in Thor Ragnarok in the Grandmaster Contest of Champions and going from there. So he made it on there. So then we have our very, very, very last play in game of the evening or of the day. It is between the Grandmaster himself and Drax the Destroyer. Now, this is going to be an interesting matchup. I like this matchup. I think it's going to be really, really awesome. But other than that, I think it's just going to be awesome. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. And going from there. So, everyone, those are the brackets. Those are the brackets. Those are the outer space region brackets. Again, we will go over that again. We have in our 1 and 16 matchup, we have Thor taking on either the Grandmaster or Drax the Destroyer. We have the 8 and 9 matchup, we have Mavel taking on Adam Warlock. Our 5 and 12 matchup, we had the Silver Surfer and the Living Tribunal. We have the 4 and 13 seed, we have the Stan Lee Barber taking on Loki. We have the 6 and 11 matchup, we have Black Bolt taking on Carnage. We have the 3 and 14. We have Groot and Scourge Executioner. Our 7th and 10th matchup is Death versus Cosmo the Dog. And then our 2 and 15 matchup is Thanos taking on Beta Ray Bill. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, very special episode of the Marvel Underground. Hopefully you guys I want to see your guys' take on each bracket, who's going to come out of the women's bracket, the outer space bracket, the metal or the machine bracket, and the hero Earth bracket. Again, it's a polling. It's a poll. It's there's comment below to see who you think is going to win each matchup, who's going to come out. And starting this Tuesday, again, we will be starting our first four matchups, which consists of, from the women bracket, Agatha the Harkness taking on the Bride of Nine Spiders. The second matchup the second playing game in the women bracket, we have Storm versus Jean Grey. In the outer space region, we got the Grandmaster taking on Drax the Destroyer. And in our final one, we have in our machine bracket, we have Jarhead taking on Dr. Sun. So I hope you guys enjoy this very special edition of the Marvel Underground. And the real question is, if you are not on the Underground, then why are you here?